Not your usual spot for an Adam FC video, definitely not. Yes, we're in Mallorca, football tournament going on here, mate, with the women's team. But I wanted to, before ahead of this Sunderland game, just talk about the debate that's going on right now regarding Lisandro Martinez, Aiden Heaven. It shouldn't really be a competition between the two players as like it was before United. And what I mean by that is, like, lots of people are talking like Lisandro Martinez walks back into this side. Give some credit where it's due to Heaven and what he's done. 3 starts, 3 wins for Manchester United. In that period, United have qualified for the Champions League comfortably, and it's all been put to bed. I just want to make the point here and just say, like, this is where we have gone as a fan base. It's like Lisandro Martinez has got to come back in. That's what it was 5 years ago at this football club. I mean, last few years since Lisandro Martinez has been here, every time he's been available, he plays. Well, I'm sorry, no. You've got to wait. You've got to wait your turn. You've got to be in line and prove that you belong back in that side. You've got to be fighting for that position. And how good does it feel actually saying that? Like previous years, Man United have been the circus, the carnage, the player FC. We've been putting players in the team because we've been desperate, because we've been clinging on to that, and that's the only way that we can survive, because of everything that's going on at this football club, or was going on at this football club. That's how we now decide on our team. Well, I just feel fantastic being a United fan now, actually talking like we should be talking. Any big club should have this discussion every single week. Why he plays? Well, it's football reasons alone. That's why he should be playing in the side. And we're there. That's where we are now. Aiden Heaven belongs in this side. He should be playing ahead of Lisandro Martinez. It's as simple as that. And I do feel like this now being a big test for Michael Carrick of his credentials going forward into a normal, full, permanent job season, because that's different to interim. He's now got the players' futures in his hands. He has, well, he's been interim, of course he has, but he's now got that, and then players are looking to him. It's like, right, okay, every time we actually do go into let's just say, a discussion before a game, like they're looking at this as going, right, okay, we're just going to give our all for an interim, and we're just going to give everything for him until he goes. Well, now they're looking at it and saying, well, this is the man that's going to decide what happens week in, week out going into next season. It all changes very, very quickly. And that's the thing that people need to take into consideration now with this. It may seem like I'm just bringing up a point here out of nothing with Michael Carrick and how big this is and what a big decision it is, but I do actually think that this is now massive for him, and the players are looking at him differently already. I think they're looking at Carrick and saying, well, have you got, like, they're looking at him and saying, have you actually got what it takes to be the number one at Manchester United now? Can you handle the squad rotation? Because it's been easy. 1 game a week, not many players to pick from, throwing players on the pitch because we've been short in different departments. Well, what about when De Ligt comes back? Can you drop a young player like this? Where's Lenny Yoro now? We paid a lot of money for him. Where is he now? You have to manage that. And this is where this is all different now. On top of that, for today's game, obviously we don't know if Benjamin Sesko is going to be fit. Does Ahmad come straight back in for him and Boom up front, Cunha on the other side? It seems straightforward, but again, you've got players there out of form like Ahmad, returning to Sunderland. The first time he's returned there since, obviously, the loan spell he had there from Manchester United. So hopefully Ahmad can turn up today, and that's also going to be judged, because Michael Carrick in his press conference was talking about Ahmad happy, cheering, celebrating after the Liverpool game, not getting down on himself. Obviously, the moment where he gave the ball away, I think Michael Carrick was alluding to that. I think the man management of Michael Carrick is now coming into focus here. And look, it's not just like the Aiden Heaven, the young player, letting him down after he's really pulled up for him. I mean, since he came in and was thrown under the bus, it's a bit harsh to be honest, that thrown under the bus, but thrust into the limelight, let's just say, Aiden Heaven, because everyone forgets the first game that he came in was after that Leeds debacle, when everybody was calling Carrick into question. The pressure was on Manchester United. Are they going to buckle again? Is this going to be the same old Manchester United? And bang, there we go. He's gone in, clean sheet against Chelsea, and Manchester United get that win, and then goes on and gets another win. And all anyone's seen is 3 wins for United. He didn't take into consideration the actual game it was, and how important it was for Aiden Heaven. Put it all together, what is the team? How does Carrick go with it today? I fully think that Sesko will be out. Carrick said on Thursday that he wasn't actually in the training on Thursday, or hasn't been the whole week. So I expect Sesko to be out of this game. He's not going to risk it. Obviously, that push and that shin injury being aggregated against Liverpool has done him in, and he's not going to play. Ahmad comes in. It'll be Mbeumo up front, Ahmad either side with Cunha. And I think that there then is probably where we're going to see a different Manchester United again, because we've had an outlet over the last few games, and maybe this is where Ahmad actually comes into his own in this game. I think that's what it will be. I think him returning to Sunderland, he'll thrive on that, and that's how we get Ahmad back. I'm hoping it is anyway, because he's getting way too much stick from his fan base at the moment about his form and what he's doing on the pitch, not being good enough. We had them links with Sunderland that were, I don't know where they came from, but for some strange reason, everyone thinking at Sunderland, all of a sudden they're going to be putting a bid in for Ahmad. Still their top priority, top target. I mean, it's a load of crap, really. And it's just because Ahmad is out of form. He's returning to Sunderland and they've made a story out of something. That's all it was. But I think Ahmad will thrive on today's game. I think he will be, dare I say it, the match winner. Although I would like to see Brian Mbeumo actually find some form and find the back of the net. I think confidence is vital now coming out of the end of this season. I'm actually hoping that these players are looking at this and saying, right, this is my chance now to impress Carrick and show him that with this massive transfer window coming up, I don't need replacing. I am the number one. In fact, this is the perfect scenario and perfect game. There's no excuse for Manchester United not to go out there today and absolutely destroy Sunderland. No excuse whatsoever. I know it's a tough game. They've been a bit iffy at home recently. They've had some bad defeats. They have been good all season. I think their season is petering out and it's kind of finished in a way. Europe just seems a little bit too much, although they can still get in there. So, and it's United coming back. I mean, Sunderland coming back into the Premier League, this was probably the game that they actually looked at and said, wow, United, that stage of the season, are we going to be fighting them for relegation? That's probably their mindset and what they were looking at, but completely changed. They've had a good season, and I think that's played into Man United's hands here as well. I think United actually will go into this game now, I think, in a better position, whereas before, if we played Sunderland, say, early on in the season, where we was with Ruben Amorim, I would have never thought that this game would have been a game that United could win. Whereas in this one, I'm actually thinking that United can actually go in there and get a comfortable win. It's crazy that I'm saying that, but I think these players have got so much to prove to Carrick. Now that they know he's probably going to be the manager, the summer that's coming up, I think it's brilliant. I'm really looking forward to it, because I think this is something that we've not seen in so long now at this football club. I think United do have to act this summer and double down on this bit of luck that they've had with Carrick coming in. And I think the players are feeding into that. I do. I think we're going to go out there today and have a good performance. I know the game doesn't really mean anything. We're already in the Champions League, but we want third. I think we need third. I think for confidence, if you go third and get as close as you can to Manchester City, say for instance, you close that gap to single figures. What a season that's been for United then. And that gives you something to build on. But it gives them players something to actually hold on to going into next season as well. Like, we're not a million miles away. They understand we need more players in, and the squad rotation will come in next season. It's massive. And players like Heaven, players like Ahmad, the ones that we're discussing right now, Sesko, these ones that are just on the cusp of coming in, I think this is big games for them. And if Heaven is playing today, I think it's probably the most pressure that he's been under. So we're watching for Ahmad, watching for Mbeumo, watching for Aiden Heaven today. If Heaven starts and performs United win today, then I think it might be the player next to Heaven that might actually be under threat. They all should be under threat. And this is exactly what I'm saying. United need competition for places. There should never be a guarantee start or player playing in a United side. It's as simple as that. That's what it always should be at this football club. Hopefully, we're nearly there now and we're getting to that. I'm going for a 2-0 United win today. I think we'll clinch third. I think Liverpool will beat Chelsea, actually, to be honest. But I think this is it. One more win, and I think we're pretty much there. I don't see Liverpool turning it around. I know they've got to play Villa yet as well, who will be fighting also. Yeah, I think we've got it. If we win today, I think it's third nailed on. And well done, Michael Carrick. He's got the job anyway, but I just want to see that little bit of something. You know what I mean? Don't down tools because the season's pretty much done. Go out there and prove that you're the man for next season. Get your comments in below. Let me know what you think, everybody. My little look ahead of the game today. I'll see you after the game, obviously, with my reaction to me being completely right and United winning 2-0. Like, share and subscribe to Adam FC. I'll see you all later on.